Welcome back. ECS North American Grand Final of Week 2. Furia looking fierce in that first map, I have to say. But we move on to Overpass next. At this point, I think a bit of a coin flip. We know NRG are very good on it, but the way Furia are playing right now, the fact they've picked it, it does suggest the 2-0s on the cards. They're looking incredibly scary right now.
They're rising to the occasion.
Yeah.
And I really think they're a team that just sort of plays to the level of their opposition. And we saw that the Kriegs were really firing off, I think, way more than we saw against like Luminosity, which again is kind of surprising because NRG is a much more skilled opponent.
Sure.
So already we have to start questioning everything.
I guess we should, for maybe viewers are not so familiar with the current meta, we should kind of reiterate why that's such a massive talking point. The Krieg has been around. It hasn't had massive changes recently. It's just had a price adjustment, and it seems to be a much more viable weapon in the hands of certain individuals because it takes time to master, right, Jay? There's a lot of people haven't put the time in to learn the gun.
Yeah, the main thing is the spray. Like the gun accuracy-wise, unscoped is more accurate than the AK-47, but the spray is you really need to know that spray, and if you're not using it all the time, you can't forget it. If you make a mistake with that, you're going to die. So, but if you know your spray, it's absolutely savage. 100% armor penetration.
Especially for the older players, I would say. Like the AK across all iterations of CS, the spray has been not the same, but pretty much in the same ballpark, right? Like give or take, that muscle memory's been there. And picking up the Krieg and spraying of it just feels alien to a lot of players. They're kind of dissuaded from using it. And I feel like embracing it, there's some really cool ideas and some nice picks that can be made. Like we said, 100% armor penetration we saw, like it just mows through opponents if you can set up yourself up correctly. The scope, unscoped as well. It looks magnificent in the right hands of Furia, certainly displaying how powerful it can be. I'm not sure NRG were expecting that level to come through on their T sides. Moving on to Overpass, however, there is a reason why NRG consider this to be their best map. Sturk, for me, is their secret weapon. He is an absolute beast on this one. We didn't see much from the Art Orb, but you said there's a chance we could see a bit more from him. Why do you like him so much as a player?
We saw just his style was quite explosive. He's not uncomfortable with the close range stuff, playing around smokes with the AWP and just doing wild things like that. He's willing to take risk and he delivers when he takes them. Looking at the statistics on Overpass, I think that Furia have played it more in the last 3 months and have very similar statistics to NRG. So while, I mean, for us, right, we have watched plenty more of our NRG because they've been top tier CS for longer, so we know more about that. But we're still in part of the learning process. It's good. It's all good looking at stats, but there's something to be said for a stylistic matchup as well, which we're going to have to learn about Furia versus NRG.
The problem with those stats and the reason we don't know so much about them is because they don't attend many big LANs, right? And that's what we usually cover. And that the opposition they're playing might kind of skew the stats slightly because they're playing tier 2, tier 3 teams on that map. Stats might be a little misleading in that sense. Well, I prefer to look at LAN results and what they've done at big tournaments when the pressure's applied, not in their own bedrooms. That doesn't take anything away from this. Of course, there's a lot on the line here. It's just difficult to look at those stats and say, oh, this makes sense. They should be winning this. NRG are absolute veterans with Tara coming in as well, brings another level of pedigree into the squad. And we didn't see it in the first map. They looked a little bit out of their depth at times as well with the absolute explosive potential of the Brazilians. And I think the word I used earlier to describe it, the flair, seems to be back. It's nice to see a Brazilian team looking like they're the ones in charge and dictating the pace. And we haven't seen that for a while. MIBR falling a little bit flat as of late. This could be the new hot team from South America. We will see as we get into the first half of the second map. It is going to be a CT start for Furia as they set themselves up a force to Kevlar and a bullet to the face. Breezy with the P250 shows us that one-tap potential and gets him a nice early advantage.
The drive-by in full effect and USP picked up by Daps. And that's going to be tough for Furia to hold now. That numbers advantage is huge when the Glocks start to get closer and closer. There's just no margin for error with those USPs. I think take down this Flare Breeze over at long, that'd be massive. The trade comes out. It's Yuri now. That's fantastic. Picks up one more, escapes around the corner, and that does bait them into Keishirato. They're actually making a good go of this. The crossfire panning out for a while as the reinforcements in Vinny also comes into the fray, and all of a sudden, Ethan's the last man left for NRG. This is looking a little bit scary. He's already been tagged down. They're going to go for the double peek. Ethan somehow isolates them. The jump burst even coming in. He's really making a go of this. Vinny still threatening with that USP, however. Might want to start waiting for him to go for the plant. It's hard to say how to play this spot. A very, very drawn out duel, but it's eventually Ethan's down to 8 HP. Can you believe it?
Yeah. It's so wild. What a great round. It's really warming up this game. So much skill on the server, and you can see them really going down to the wire at this point. Ethan, so precise with his Glock, gets himself in a position where he can only be headshot. And that's so smart if you think about it. He's got 8 HP, so he wants to make it as difficult as possible to take him out. Doesn't want to present the full body there. And the CT tries to peek, taken down, and they will force buy in the second. They've been incredibly successful with this approach. We'll see the MP9s and 5.7s, and a potential B rush coming in is enough to hold them off. They've got 5 players in the B bomb site. They're rushing B again, Dan, and we'll see if they can find the kills. Tarek of 2, but he'll be traded out. It's such a bloodbath here, but NRG will have the advantage for now. And they're going to fall back, detecting the full stack. 5 players on the B site. Lucky just to walk away with 2 casualties there.
And it's one of those things, too, where you look at the style of CS that Furia play, it's very thoughtful. So we can definitely imagine that they've been checking out some NRG demos, preparing themselves for this series. They know that NRG, like this map. Obviously, they actually picked this into this. So it's going to be interesting to see what they have to answer specific patterns we see from NRG. Like, for example, on that CT side, when Tarek always throws that Molotov, for example. Like, these tendencies. Are there exploitations to be had? We'll see over time. But this round is far from done, actually, with the lack of health on the remainder of NRG. The MP9 and N57, both deadly weapons. Molotov even in play for Yuri. So NRG will take their time to group up and hit that A bomb site. But this is not a foregone conclusion quite yet.
Not quite.
Will that 5.7 deliver, is what I'm wondering. Again, it was a weapon that has been nerfed. Nowhere near as popular as it used to be. Spotting pretty much all the players. There's a great headshot. Daps is the high health player, but Breeze is the one who will cut off Vinny. Now we're down to the 1 versus 1, but the Kobe will take the second round. There was a potential rotation towards B, depending on the time, but it was all denied by Shrapnel.
That's so sick. The MP9 HE combo to close out the round. Furia have done it again. Stole the round away. NRG going for the fast B approach against a 5-man stack. They managed to get back towards A, up against the 5-7, which got the kill, leaving a 2 versus 1 available for Furia, which they absolutely converted. A force buy in response, though. Breezy with the only AK. 4 pistols are out, and the Furia are a map up, and this is their pick. Lost the pistol, but fighting back now. Are trying to inflict damage towards the underpass, and he does land a stray bullet towards Tarek, but only 15 damage inflicted as they decide to fall back. And that's a decent HE grenade to the player wielding the AK as well. Breezy at the monster tunnel, waiting for his opportunity. Doesn't feel safe right now. He is alone, realizes he does need his teammates to enable him to find the frags. Might want to swap the AK out now, considering he's low HP. But for now, be happy to hold, and this will be the first real duel. He's not ready for that off angle. We described those yesterday, and that's a prime example of it. And he'll get the frag, fall back. Doesn't need to recover the AK, not worth the risk at this point.
Still a dangerous round for Furia to deal with. 4 players alive is plenty for NRG. We've seen a lot of Deagle kills this week across the European and North American sectors. Cirque with the Blaze. Approaching the A bomb site. Yuri is going on a fact-finding mission. He's found some facts, but it will cost him 93 HP. You can see Cirque trying to take him out, but he's got great cover from Case Rattle. He goes for another pick, though. Of course, he's going to go down, and the Case Rattle will clean up with nothing but headshots from New York. Throw one to his teammate, collect the other one just in time. And it's 2-1 Furia.
It really is. Good start now. After losing the pistol, they should be able to find themselves a 3-1 lead. We'll see if that's the case yet. Nothing but Glocks at the moment. Not a single dollar invested in round 4. Furia looking to be our second North American team to break through to the finals in London. See if that's possible. As for now, flashbangs towards middle. Remember, no money invested at all. 5 Glocks, no flashbang, no Kevlar. It's as bare bones as it gets.
Zerg rush into Yuri. Oh, who's going to make the money? Will it be Arts? Oh, lovely. Okay, got to back out of there now. It's getting a little bit sketchy. That HE could do some damage, but I think it actually probably found its way behind some pixel, some ledge, didn't do anything. But it will be cleaned up, any one person lost. That's not a bad result for NRG, all things considered. And now they're going to their full buy once more. I do wonder if we'll start to see some risks being taken by Furia, if they'll start to go forward, more aggressive. Art on that AWP, of course. I think, you know, those fountain pushes are somewhat expected, somewhat trivial to deal with at the top level. You know, these days, people understand the right responses, how to avoid getting picked and so on and so forth. It used to be a big problem back when SK, you know, had fallen, was really showing the power of it. But here is a quick peek with an assist of a flashbang, and they'll fall back. But notably, they won't use the smoke straight away, which used to be the way that you would do it. But that's quite expensive. Art, though, he's found another way to convert, repositioning towards long from the bathrooms, and he'll smoke later to get his way back to safety towards the A site. That's worked out brilliantly. What a start here for Furia.
It's looking very good. That opening pick from Arts is enough to enable him to fall back towards the A site. They've got a 5 versus 4. A crucial round for them as well. They needed that first pick. You see Vinny there at the MP9. Needed a slight advantage here. They knew the AKs would be coming out, and they've certainly got it. As we hit the 1 minute mark very shortly, there's 3 smokes available, a couple of flashes, enough for an execution, but you ideally want a few Molotovs to just kind of flush out that truck position or close right. Anything really. I feel like it will just be the standard smokes towards bank and the CT steps. They'll flash over and hope they can trade out with Cirque flanking from long. That's about as exciting as it gets for them. Yuri with presence, but taken out of the equation. 4 and 4 now, and the cue for NRG to strike.
That's a free one for Keishirato. Cirque just out there. One going down in the smoke. Keishirato find it. Not quite, but it's still a rough spot for NRG. There are 4 players here with some utility on Furia, all coming from the same angle. They should be able to hold this down without too much of a problem. It's going to require some pretty nutty shots from NRG to stop this effort, I would imagine.
Yeah, with the smoke there, Dan, I feel like this... Oh, has it gone a bit wrong? It looked like it wasn't quite deep enough. We'll see in a second. Vinny, however, still gets the initial frag. 3 players making their way forward and hitting absolutely everything. Daps is more focused on the flanks right now. He has no vision of the plant, so the smoke looks like it's absolutely fine. It looked like it was a little bit shallow to me, but it looked like it was just about on top of it. They get the defuse regardless whether the smoke was good or not. So 4-1 for Furia.
That Y peak at the end with the MP9, actually, like, it shows you why the MP9 sometimes is situationally just brilliant, because you can't do that with a rifle. Yeah. And it gets all the information, gets the kill, especially because it has jumping accuracy, better than pretty much any other gun. And
running gun as well. Like, if you know there's a T buried into a corner and you can just jump around the corner and spray 30 bullets in a general direction, you're going to do some damage there. So yes, a definite weapon that's underrated, I think, as Ard goes for his next pick towards Underpass this time. Hits it. Great flick towards Dap. Just kind of wings him through the corner of the wall, and he has the audacity to face again. He'll be punished for that. Another advantage for Furia as he looks for another. Art is just turning into a beast right now.
Yeah, this is the kind of activation that we didn't even see on the previous map. He only had, I think, 12 kills. But he is causing problems, and so is the CZs, Tarek and Breeze. Let's not forget how strong this NRG roster is, even with a bunch of pistols. They have position. There are some guns maybe to be collected around that short area, but they're going for more. They're not playing for damage, they're playing for a round win. Tarek booted up on the balcony. Okay, Serato is going to have the right timing. Now they know that at least one player is dead on the site. Breeze planting a bomb in the smoke. Yuri's made his way through, looking for the second player, perhaps coming from that short position. No one focusing on Monster just yet. Now where did the bomb planter go? Spotted, swatted. Another round in the bag for Furia.
Got a little bit dicey there. Some fun from Serato, just toying the corpses of NRG there. Trying to get inside their heads any way he can.
Fear not, he is fragged, and then some.
5-1 on the CT side. This looks to be a fantastic grand final here in week 2. Good stuff from NRG to get the bomb down. A couple of kills. Certainly had a chance there, but another strong retake from this team that continues to impress. Furia really showing they could be a world-class team and contenders in 2019. They continue this, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some trophies going in their favor. We'll see how they develop. But for now, it's the B-rush of the AKs, and Vinny will defend himself with this smoke. He's got backup from Able J with the flashbangs. Look a little bit too strong from NRG. Very chaotic here on the B-bomb side, but the first frag will go in favor of the Brazilians, and the bomb has been dropped for now. 3 versus 3.
Absolute carnage. NRG have the site for now. Keishirato holding a rotation angle. Oh, the bomb's on the in the water position. They know that is scary, but Cirque's got the angle. Arts will trade, however. That's a big frag for Furia to take before the bomb even goes down. They've got a HE to throw at the site, as well as a Molotov, but Yuri's going to close the distance instead. Cirque's not ready for this. Knife out, and he's a goner, trying to get back behind the pillar. Tarek's forced forward with the Molotov. Can he find the kill? He can. Where's the trade? Spots him now in the water. Will try and control the space himself with his own Molotov. Spotted on the high ground. Tarek's got some cover from the low ground. Both trying to burst. So awkward. NRG need this really badly. Yuri up and exposed, and there is it. 6 HP for Tarek.
Yeah.
Only the second round for NRG. That's so tight.
Yeah. Tight like a tiger. Well, there we go. It will be Tarek to just about get them through the round. Great shot from Cirque, but Arts continuing to be a nuisance from them, and it was such a difficult clutch for Tarek as well. Just about made that kill happen. It comes down to 6 HP, separating them from a disastrous situation as the Orgs and the AWP come out once again. Money not broken just yet, but this round would do it. Furia looking to challenge towards the underpass once again with 2 players there. Arts with the AWP. Oh, actually boosted towards short, but the Flames making things very uncomfortable indeed. They might get back on top once the Flames go down. They have another 10 seconds or so of smoke. As it holds up in a very slow and default round, Arts will focus towards short and aware his smoke's about to go down, so he's ready for any tease on the other side here. Do they dare challenge? They are so tentative right now. They know he could be there. They swing out together and nail the shot. Lovely stuff from Tarek.
Art took too long to correct his position. Wanted to make sure he would land the kill. Tarek landed first. Does Yuri have a good angle? Seems he does. That's a great angle. Breeze not expecting that. Focusing on the toilets. Maybe one to take for those of you at home. Got to be careful. Do you want to re-peek Cirque? I wouldn't. They can stack and double pick the position, although they could be susceptible to a flashbang. Vinny taken down towards B in the meantime, and he does walk into the peak from Cirque. Maybe thinking he'd have gone elsewhere. There's a flash that maybe they were avoiding. But will he expect Able J? Can he pick the right timing? Is the round already over? Furia with 2 players towards the A-bomb site. The bomb's being collected. NRG don't really have short B at present, so there's some fact-finding to be done. As you can see, the bomb is heading towards the A-bomb site now. With the time being below 30 seconds, even with 2 players, there is a lot Furia could do. NRG don't know if it's 1 player per site, so they may continue to commit to this A-bomb site. Will it be another one? This flashbang is unbelievable. Queserato, this was a 2 versus 4. Ethan's on his own. His time's being wasted. He's got them all. A 4K from Queserato. What a ridiculous performance.
4 versus 2, James, and you're absolutely right to spot the timer. That was the all-important factor. He knew he had to play heads-up Counter-Strike here, and that flashbang absolutely destroys him. You can see how blind Daps was behind his teammate there. Cirque had to make that frag happen. It looked like Ethan stood a chance here with the information, but 1 bullet in his general direction was enough to take him down. And it's NRG on the force by now with 2 AK-47, 3 pistols. They really are running low on funds. This is getting scary for them. They're already a map down as the pick comes in once again. Art wants to make this happen. Narrowly misses out on the kill through the smoke, and he will fall back. NRG will keep 5 players alive, at least for now.
Crikey. Furia putting their name on the map at the moment. Maybe putting their name on some tickets to London as well. And execute coming in from NRG. CT's on fire by Graffiti. Able J, though, is more than able to cause problems for NRG. Ethan in a 1 versus 4 picks up an AK just before he's dropped to the floor. 7-2 for Furia.
Oh, it's getting rough out there, James. Lost bonuses there, but no plants in a while. 3 rounds without. They might have to take another partial buy here, or averaging about $3,500. Deagle for Breezy suggests it will be the partial. They take their first time out of the half, and of this map, I should say. Good chance for Furia to really batten down the hatches, get themselves another $3 in the bank for winning this round if they can keep it clean. Give themselves a nice buffer. Already done that at the first map. Inferno was the pick of NRG. Sure, Furia starting to turn some heads now with these results. 7-2. Tech9, CZ's Deagles. Watch out, though. NRG have got some very scary pistol players. Ethan, Breezy, watch out for those guys in their Desert Eagles. They can hit some shots, James. We've seen it before.
They can, and they need to. Furia are running away with this final. Moving through the close quarters areas, avoided by Furia on this occasion. Executing straight into B, it seems. No messing about, let's just get on with it. Are there any counter grenades from the CTs, or will they just purely rely on weapons? They've been outmaneuvered. Circa's now taken a rifle away, and Vinny's not far behind. Furia, this might not be an easy retake for them.
I'm not sure it's worth. The money's not actually fantastic. They're all like 2K at this point. Better off just looking for exits and trying to take whatever you can away. And I think that's the case at this point. Swapping things over. It's Art who gets given the AUG. He's like, hold this for me, would you, bro? I'm just going to try and make something happen here. As the flashbang comes in. Yeah, I'm not sure it's the right play. Might want to hold on to that AUG now.
Yeah, they might not have amazing weapons, but you've got to know when you're beat.
Yes. Well, that will take the wind out of the sails of Furia. Yuri, I was about to say, he's probably going to go down here. And indeed he will. Try to display some trigger discipline and go for all three. I respect it. Didn't quite stick the landing, though.
That's a lot of weapons picked up for NRG. That gives them bonus money when they are already at maximum loss bonus. Cirque's flank was so important. Straight in the face of the Tech 9. I feel like it takes a little magic to get that thing to work these days. That's beautiful.
Nice. I told you. Breezy.
Out of the sky. That was clay pigeon shooting.
Plucks him. Wow, that was huge. NRG. Finally, something positive going in their favor. They've actually whittled down Furia to just for masses. UMPs, there's still the orb for Art. He's only got 7 kills. It feels like he's had more. K-Serata is 17 after 10 rounds of play. That's pretty remarkable.
Yeah, Art has the impact price.
There they are.
The style points.
That's the bomb as well. Well, I think it was dropped behind.
See it, yeah.
Okay, so he didn't kill him.
One of the
bomb.
Rotation spots for the bomb to be left. I always leave the bomb there.
Sound advice. Don't want to be holding one part of the map by yourself on your back.
Furia not answering back through the smoke. False sense of security, but he will be traded. It is not advantage NRG, however, because there are 4 Furia players left, and there's an aggression up long while Art tries to delay around the toilet position. They could be in trouble here, NRG.
Okay, Serata, though, he is feeling it. And he's sitting on long, waiting, daring them to go towards A to challenge his bomb site. But in fact, NRG will reroute themselves towards the B side of things. Just create presence at the very least. They still have bathrooms control. But look at this. Abel J sitting on the sewers in a nasty little position. There's so many hard spots to deal with here. And he's going to perhaps detect that. They're just trying to sell a fake. So they realize they may just go for the full rotation. This is going to backfire maybe even for NRG as Art is ready. K-Serata on long is ready. They'll have the rotation coming in already as well from Vinny. And now it's just down to hitting the shots. And there is the flank. It's set up at a good pace.
The shot finally has been baited. Art had to hit his first shot. They're lining up though for K-Serata. The door of opportunity left open, I think, for the flank from Abel J as well. Daps with 10 HP versus 2. He's planted the bomb. They might know that he isn't bank unless he's gone down the stairs, but they need to clear Optimus as well. No Molly, no HE, flashes and smokes. He will smoke off the choke point. That can give them a bigger focus, but they have a team that is still open. Almost a 2-man spray down. He doesn't have it in him, though, with 10 HP. 1 bullet and a W again for Furia, 8-3.
20 for 3 for K-Serata, though, James. My God, he's absolutely just turned into an absolute god.
Look at the cash flow, though. I just want to point out for NRG. This new system allows them, after winning an eco especially, they've got like 9 grand. And they're down at this scoreline. They're down 8-3, and they've got so much money. So I guess it does keep the entertainment flowing, the new system. It keeps the gun rounds and the pressure applied to the victor as well. So there we go. 8-3, NRG with a full, healthy buy after winning 2 rounds of the last 5. Pretty insane.
Pretty interesting. Yes, well, fast sewers take coming in from NRG. We'll have that. They've taken a lot of damage from the nades, so that is pretty good. It's a really good effort from Furia with that utility work. They'll drop a smoke on short as well just to delay things here. Maybe a little early, but they want to be safe. They have 4 players actually towards the B bomb site right now, and they've entrusted the A bomb site, the entire side of the map, to Yuri. And there's only Tarek there for NRG on that side of the map as well. So weirdly, things are kind of balanced as far as the amount of CTs and Ts on each side of the map. And Fury's actually going slowly forwards down A long as Tarek goes slowly forwards up the bathrooms. So this is a peculiar spot. NRG do have the ability to kind of run a fake into B and then run back up through the connector towards A. That is something that they can do, but they'll go towards Monster. Art's there around the side of the pillar. Can't find the second flick. Cirque will best him as now the set piece will come in. Or not really even a set piece, but just running grenades. And they have taken the B bomb site. It's worked out, but there is a flank coming.
Well then, this is a huge round, an opportunity for NRG. They have been struggling here. What we consider one of their strongest maps, Que Serato. They'll strike first in the 3 versus 3 and give them an edge. But look at the backstab coming through. Only good for 1, and that's it. It looked like Tarek had made a masterful move there towards the heaven. It seemed like it was enough, but it wasn't. 1 kill from that position. I'd have to see it from his POV, but it seemed like it was worth so much more. Great moves for Que Serato again. How many frags has he got
22,
now?
Henry.
22. There's
still 3 rounds left.
So let's have a look at this play right now. So Tarek gets the 1 now. And he just switches up there. And Tarek, he's got to be gutted with that. He knows he had to get more than 1. That was the opportunity to close the round out. And it didn't happen. 9-3.
It's just impressive that Que Serato is not faltering whatsoever. He's getting opportunities and just smashing it every time.
Yeah.
And it's starting to get really interesting because like how many kills is he going to get by the end of the first half? B-Rush comes in. Oh, they line up! That could have been massive! Wasn't quite massive enough, but still good damage done. But the bomb site will likely go towards NRG, but that's a free kill from Frable J as he catches Cirque. 3 versus 3 now. NRG do get the bomb down. It does feel really up for grabs, so as Furia will flash their way forwards. They're on top of this.
They are winning almost all the duels at this point, but 2 of them are very, very low. Daps has to lead by example now as a high health player. Que Serato, but he can't find the headshot. And it's another kill for Que Serato. 2 in that round. 24 for 3. What kind of statistics are these?
I have a pint of what he's having. Unbelievable.
You don't normally see these kind of stats unless it's a rigged election, Henry.
Oh, God. That is unreal.
I see the ADR.
148.
8 KD.
Damn. That's
8
insane.
KD.
45% headshot ratio as well, by the way. Like, that's kind of insane as well. Like, not only is he killing everyone, he's finding accuracy, precision, and everything that comes with it.
My God, and look how many defusers have come in as well. Furia having to go for all these retakes and just somehow closing them down. Oh my God, this is, if Furia win this map, they're through to over NRG to the finals in London.
Yes.
That's incredible.
I guess we should reiterate as well, it's not the last chance. This is the 2nd week. There'll be 5 weeks of online play in total. It gets a little bit more interesting after week 3. The final 2 weeks are a little bit different in terms of the format. But you guys can deal with that when I'm not here. I don't have to explain that. That's kind of your vibe, so...
We're going to miss you,
I will
Henry.
call you Henry. Remember those days? The random phone calls.
You wouldn't even warn me. You'd call me up and I'd be out, like drinking probably, and you'd call me up and I didn't realize on a live broadcast. Anything could have happened. But luckily...
Well, it would have been a lot worse these days, right?
Yeah, right.
Too much time has passed now.
We could have got away with it back in the day, but certainly not now. 10-3, and so much money for NRG. They've actually had the advantage financially in a lot of these rounds, and still can't break Furia down. And they've got through the bathrooms. If Yuri backstabs them now, this will be so sick. I just feel it's coming as well. He's going to back off.
Well, Que Serato's back at it again.
I guess it's go B, guys. He's on A.
25 kills
How many more
14 rounds.
AZ finished Nuke on the last round with 30 kills to make it to the final. It's the first half, and Que Serato has 25 kills.
Well, let's, we have to make sure we stay level-headed. We can all remember Draken's performance. I think it was first half of... I think it was an overpass on... I think no, it was his train, wasn't it? He beated it. They didn't get any frags in the second half as things turned around. NRG still in this. 3 versus 4 as they look to take the B-bomb sites. And the retakes have been really fantastic so far from Furia. And they aren't perhaps even going to need a retake if things keep going this way because they are doing a lot of damage before the bomb can go down. Trey comes out for Cirque, but he is the last man standing. And Art has his number 11-3.
I told you guys.
NRG are in so much trouble.
What did you tell us exactly?
Furia time.
You said Art time, and he's got 10 kills.
Yeah, but who did I pick? I picked Furia.
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did.
You did.
Yes,
All
I
right.
did. I did
Fair
my
enough.
research.
Are you trying to find a way to somehow spit it there?
Yeah. So how do we make
It's
him
really
wrong?
hard though.
How can we get him? We can't. Damn. All right. We'll see again. Vinny with the FAMAS. Like, they're still struggling with the cash, and every time NRG have like a strong buy, it's pretty unreal, the scoreline, and Furia still with the disadvantage, and it's going to be an opening pick. He's absolutely destroyed Tarek there, and the kills keep coming through. It's looking likely to be a 12-3 half on NRG's historic best map. This is so sick. Daps will have to try and pick up the pieces here. He's been left in so many clutches, but the flashbang gets him right in the face, and now he's in a lot of trouble. 2 CTs heading his direction. He's going to have to bail out and make noise as we are in the final round of the half. I can't believe what I'm seeing here. Furia just look unbeatable right now.
It's so insane how they are winning so many fights so consistently. NRG struggling to get these post plants. As soon as they get a post plant, they get demolished, and a pot flash that could be in play here. That's a beautiful catch from Soak, but oh man, facing Able J, but Breeze gets a double. Still 2 players left to deal with though, Art and Yuri. They've both shown us incredible work so far for Furia as they come in onto the retake, but this one looks much more positive. There's much more potential in this one for NRG, but Daps has his back. Oh, this could be devastating. Daps turns around at the perfect moment. Now it's down to Art.
Well, surely he has nothing to say about this. I can't imagine a world where he's able to win this with the AWP. But there's the smoke on the bomb. The pressure will start to be applied. I'm not sure it's quite deep enough yet. He's trying to find a frag, and it looks like it's just shy. And it will be the final round going in favor of NRG. What a difficult half that was for them, though. Absolute dominance from Furia. Every situation, every retake, every clutch. It felt like it was going in their favor. And remember, Dan, they lost the pistol as well. What a fantastic showing, but they're not done yet. They're looking to 2-0 this, and if they can do it, you got to find out after this break.
Sometimes I just need to step back and value who I am. Sometimes I miss where I come from, but I am glad to be here. Up and down, around and back again, year after year. Nobody's gonna save me. Nobody but myself. So I better get to it. Money don't mean shit. All that matters is what I leave behind. Money don't mean shit. All that matters is what I leave behind. Money don't mean shit. All that matters is what I leave behind. Money don't mean shit. All that matters.
Furia on the precipice of success here, looking to book themselves a place in the London finals. Just a few rounds away from doing so, but they still have to find a few rounds on their T side. Very successful CT approach, but NRG did snatch away the final round. And it's still possible, absolutely. On the CT side, win this pistol, they can get back into this. But Furia look unstoppable right now. We'll see 3 smokes come out on the Furia side. They're a very technical team, aren't they?
Yes, they are. They've got great team play. Everyone's on the same page. They respond very quickly, which makes me think they've got great communication. It's there's a lot to be said for their team, and I've just enjoyed so much watching them. And Kei Serato, he is an absolute juggernaut on Overpass so far against NRG. It must be so demoralizing. They've got to fight back from such a deficit, and you can see, look, Furia just holding. When do you see this? Just holding above the ladder. They know that NRG are antsy. They're antsy to get some kills. They're antsy to get themselves into the game, off to a good start, and they are being so patient here. Look at this. Now they run out with a big delay, perhaps looking to catch anyone that was pushing. Oh my god, Vinny gets a free kill. That's a free kill. What a setup.
Yeah, really
Not
nice.
too shabby, is it? 1 minute on the clock, and we have most of Furia moving up the long position, which is being spotted by Zerk. However, the cavalry, their horses are dying. Zerk and Daps have the bomb for now. Do they choose to stand their ground? It's an awkward position for Furia. Ethan might have an off angle. If he peeks right, he does, just about. And now it's a 2 versus 2. Furia are somewhat contained. It is a pistol round, however. More or less a 50-50, unless somebody has an off angle.
Well, 30 seconds remaining. Somehow NRG have got themselves back in the round. 2 Molotovs remain, though, however. Daps makes his way towards the bathrooms. This could be fantastic. He gets one. He gets the headshot, but not that much damage. He's going to be taken down here. Gets another bit of damage in towards Kei Serato this time. It's Ethan who's hit some fantastic shots. Needs a couple more, though. Will the bomb be planted, however, as he sits towards CD steps and found. What a great round. It's Kei Serato with his 28th kill.
Oh my god.
28 for 5.
Oh man.
The hell was this? Vinny, the second shot in the connector. Watch this.
There's
1 bullet.
They must have this. Some of this stuff has to be just they've watched a bunch of demos, you know, like they've watched a bunch of demos because it really felt like they were trying to bait out something. That's disgusting.
That was filthy at the end as well.
Yeah.
You really hate to see that. Like, Ethan's like, I've won it. I've done it. I've got enough positional control now. They're not looking at me. One's planting. Nope, I'm dead.
Okay, Serato. My God. What a performance. People are going to be talking about this if they're able to close this down. For generations to come.
Yeah.
Well, this is quite something. Of all the Brazilian teams that we've seen that aren't MIBR, there's not been one that's quite really come close to what MIBR can deliver on a variety of scales.
Yeah, we've had some runs from other Luminosity lineups and stuff.
Obviously you had Immortals as well, of course, I shouldn't forget.
But yeah, they're like more
short-lived.
Flash in the pans.
Flash in the pan, yes.
Yeah, so they'd come in, do well at one event, explode internally, and it just all falls apart. We don't see them ever again. That's what happened to Immortals after that major. We never saw that lineup really ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
And this team feels like a team. They feel like consistent in what they're bringing to the table. And that's a good start, though, for NRG here. Able to take down 1 player. We've got more challenges to come, though, as Vinny tries desperately to kind of edge his way onto the correct angle here to get that peek. But it will be Tarek who will deliver there. Cirque now with the scout. Very dangerous. This is getting very hairy for Furia. Hairier still. This is looking good for them. Still, they are able to trade out somewhat, but the time is now starting to be an issue. There is a player on long who can present a flank. There's all sorts of problems to deal with here.
Well, the bomb won't be planted. It looks like NRG have done enough with 20 seconds remaining. Able J is looking for flanks now, seeing if he can find anyone probing behind him, but the scout has done the damage. The follow-up CZ shots as well. Looks like it's enough. That's confirmed the victory with 7 seconds remaining. Not possible to plant the bomb at this stage. They'll have to fall back onto the AK. It's now Furia on the force buy. NRG keep themselves in the game just about there. Lovely play with the scout and CZ. The bait towards long. Circuits the shot, following up with the CZ frag, and then a second as well. So well done to NRG to keep himself in the game. Tarek doing most of the heavy lifting here.
It's a long road back to victory, but this changes a hell of a lot. That last frag from Tarek was epic, because he even turned around to throw support flashbang on the A bomb site and was still aware that he could be compromised at any one time. So great spatial awareness, presence of mind, and aim. And now we have a game. NRG, let's not forget, are a map down. Furia playing this map for the finals. NRG playing this map just to survive, just to keep their head above water. Again, we're so familiar with NRG and what they have done, what they can do on Overpass. Furia, though, still coming up for the Tier 1 Counter-Strike. And that element of surprise will be a problem for NRG to deal with. It has been. It may continue to be, but NRG for now better equipped. That Galil still exists, saved from the previous rounds.
This is a really cool boost. I wonder if they're going to be able to bait down any CTs into this, how long Art will hold this position for.
All 5 of them waiting for the smoke to go down. You can see Daps on the other side of the smoke. Back up from Tarek. MP9 could cause a lot of damage here. 2 players without armor. And they're making noise now. Daps waiting for his opportunity. He's been baited in nicely. There's the MP9 mowing through multiple opponents, and it looks like the round is done. Clean sweep. Didn't take a single casualty in the force by Furia. Full eco. Great stuff from NRG. They are back in this game now.
And this is where things could start to really slow right down
Yeah.
for Furia. We had that explosive first half, but again, you know, it's a. I think that NIP game with Draken was just such a good example of how Counter-Strike can be sometimes. Draken had a similar performance. I think it was like 22, 23 kills or something in the first half of a train game. You thought that NIP were a lock for it. Then he wasn't able to. It's not that he didn't, it's that he wasn't able to find spots to do anything for the rest of the match, and then they end up losing. So Furia, it's not closed. It's not done until it's done. Oh, this is a beautiful angle, isn't it, for Tarek?
Yeah.
It always feels good when they line up like that.
Oh, that feels pretty good too. Getting the Glock headshot, picking up a scout. Yuri now looking to cause more damage. Daps, that's a brave one. Manages to jump around the corner though, avoid the headshot, and get the extra $600 out of the MP9. Here we go, though. The Kriegs are coming down.
Oh yes, I forgot about the Kriegs. Don't know how I could. Forgot about the Kriegs. Let's go.
Vinny was a stark reminder now.
Vinny was one of the crazy Krieg killers.
He's got one. So
from before.
Yeah.
Crazy Krieg killers. You had to add the 3rd K on, didn't you?
It's called alliteration.
Crazy does, yeah.
I see what you done.
Do you know what? It's because I'm used to Crazy Horse, the mixed martial arts fighter who used a K.
Crazy who?
Crazy Horse.
Crazy Horse.
He was. Just look him up.
Right,
I don't know what to say.
I'll have a look.
Wow. Trying to call people out on acronyms. I won't do that again.
But you won't remember that you said this, so
that's also true.
You're probably end up doing it again.
That's also true. Thank you, Dan. No mercy shown today.
So it's taken by NRG. So a very important portion of map control to have. Oh, the head's spotted, but Dinks will be traded. Venny coming off worse than that. Oh, that's not good. Oh, it bounces out. That's that has saved Vinny's bacon.
Could have been so much more.
It is a meaty sound. It's a very meaty sound. Sounds serious. Okay. Tarek, he's been really... Oh, that's not a bad flash. Not a bad flash at all. Crossing the T's, dotting the I's.
Just when he was about to strike as well. He was getting ready for a nice 2K there potentially. Not going to happen. Furia the man advantage, but still a lot of work to do. They have 2 smokes remaining. All of the Brazilian players making their way towards the B sites. Ethan's off short here. Nice angle. Currently holding the Galil, however, and they've made their way through Monster. Is the B site completely open? I believe it is. They've got a plant here. They smoke off short especially. They are in business. They can't believe their luck right now. There's no presence at all from the CTs. There's the smoker Shorba. Cirque with the AWP. He's going to hit one of these shots for sure. You know it. If they peek him, he's going to be nailing it. And we'll see if there's any opportunity. The bomb goes down. 5 versus 4. There's still plenty to do here. Serato. Absolutely unbelievable this game. He is playing like an absolute beast as they're looking for the clean sweep now. He gets his 30th kill. He's died 8 times. We're in round number 20.
Someone just shot Yuri, one of his own teammates, but he's still alive.
That's
I don't know if that bullet was meant for Cirque, if he moved into it. It was an opportunity for NRG. Furia couldn't believe that no one was there. They had a smoke. They used it for short B instead of the balcony. That was the way back in. But with Furia having this much firepower, that was the way to get launched into space, it seems. And the AWP is lost. Daps too close to the site, too low with the HP. Maybe just learned something there. Took the wrong path. This flashbang. It's not easy to flash and actually blind someone in that situation by yourself, considering you could throw it too far, you could throw it too close if they're further up. But it plays out. It plays out very well for Furia. 6 rounds in the lead now. and NRG's money sucks.
Yeah, this could be it. If they win this round, I don't think there'll be much left for NRG to do. They'll be 14-7 down in a force buy position. Cirque has to go huge here. Similar position as to what Art demonstrated in the first. But he's been dropped by his nemesis. That's the AWP remove. They Molotov on top of it to disable any CTs from picking it up, and that should be Tarek pushing long once again. They need a pick back here. Ethan patrols towards middle. Can he find anything as he works towards the fountain area? He has been spotted, however. Nails the shot. Still in no man's land and needs to find another. Bomb dropped. Daps in towards the connector. Breezy pushing offshore. Desperate times for the CTs.
That's big. Nice catch as they start to rotate out, and he's going to make it back in time towards the B bomb site. Keserato, though, he's been unstoppable, but finally he will be stopped. In this is such an important round to stop him in as well, as Breeze holds onto that B bomb site. What a beautiful performance so far in this round from him, as Daps now creeps around the back, looking to go for the backstab. If Breeze can continue to hold them off, well, have to hold that for. AWJ is actually looking for this.
Surely the timing doesn't work out.
If they're holding this, waiting for it, and they get it, that's insane.
He can't be aware of this. He's going to turn away at the wrong moment. It's way too long. Yeah, you can't hold that angle for, what, 30 seconds. Unfortunate, had the right idea, but there's no CS player I'm aware of that would sit there for 45 seconds waiting. But
yeah.
Great awareness either way. Just unfortunate on the timings. 13-8. Looked like that round was out of reach. Furia finding the picks required. They have another buy in them. They know they can punish if they win this round. But do they want to buy into it? So not going for the full investment here. Trying to maintain their lead. You saw NRG win rounds like this with a similar array of weaponry. CZs, MAC-10s, Deagles. Keserato, surprisingly, doesn't really buy anything. He's just got the Glock. As they make their way towards middle, damage being done. Tarek needs to be careful. He takes a few bullets in the back, but luckily they're only MAC-10, so it's okay. He's only down to 50.
It's getting peppered for the Brazilian barbecue to come. Maybe. Maybe they will escape the grill, NRG. They have 5 rounds to recover, just to tie the score with Furia. This is still a dangerous round. There's a flashbang and a smoke grenade for Furia. Haven't seen... Okay, he's not throwing it. So what are they going to do with this smoke grenade? Where do they place it? They're waiting for the smoke to dissipate at the front of the site. It's the usual smoke grenade. There's a flashbang as well. Cirque is still... He can still see, though. Plenty of targets for him. He will enjoy them. He will feast on these players. He's got Tarek for support. His cleanup will be pretty solid for NRG. Not a single player lost. Nice. One round away from double figures. But
Yes.
Furia look to buy once again.
They will. That was the partial. No plants. No real success. No kills found. Tarek and Cirque on cleanup duty as we enter round number 23. AK in the hands of Daps. Orb in the hands of Cirque. No AWP for Art, however. He sits on 12 kills, but he's had some impact with those picks he was finding in the first half. Starting to slow right down now, though. NRG, the reason they're considered so good on this map. Cirque connects, trying to follow it up with the HE. Might be enough. Breezy through the smoke. That certainly is. He'll find Art. So 5 versus 4 again. NRG looking like they're competitive once more, once on the CT side.
Yeah, they started to stabilize.
What the hell?
The Creek, though, definitely going to be strong for shots like that. Not a bad one from Vinny. And that causes some problems here on this B-bomb side. It actually spurs the rotation. Tarek is moving through, spawn now through to the B-bomb side. Here he's looking to just get positioned towards the sewers. The bomb moving towards Monster as well. Furia setting themselves up for a B attack. Keserato looming through this Monster tunnel, looking for his next victim. Breeze up close, has the advantage. Flashbang comes out, absolutely nailed it. Beautiful setup coming in. That's how it's supposed to go. Breeze with 4 kills in this round. Excellent defense.
Yeah, it looks like NRG have got a firm understanding of how to hold off the Brazilians at this point, and they have got $2,900 in terms of loss bonus. Great flashbangs from the CTs. You can see him lining them all up. Double kill comes in, a third for good measure as well. Well played. And Vinny dropped shortly after. Double digits found, and maybe a timeout required at this point. Maybe the next round, considering their eco here. Another partial buy, the MAC-10 coming through. If they can win one of these, steal a round away, that would be Furia right back in control. But right now they haven't really had any plants or anything promising in a while.
Yeah, you wonder if the pressure starts to loom. They are on the cusp of qualifying for a considerably large LAN finals, all things considered. Of course, they played at the recent major. But this is pretty big. No pistols fired. They won't give away the fact that they're all in the tunnel. They took the risk. They are beyond the HE grenade, and here comes the swarm. Daps has got to find something. He's got Ethan here as well. 2 players taken out so far. He might want to back up and not let him get this M4, but he has teammates in position. And now they start to disappear. That bomb is in no man's land for the time being. He's got time to reload, but Tarek has advanced his position. Cirque gets a shot through the smoke, and now the gap has closed to 2.
Interestingly as well, you know, we can see that as far as the kills are going, it's a little bit weird for the NRG side, the fact that Daps has the best sort of kills and death ratio, highest kills. Cirque is, you know, struggling a little bit. Ethan's a bit missing there as well. I don't usually read into kills very much, but you know, for me, I'm like, oh, it looks a bit strange there. You can definitely see that it was hard for them to activate their players on that first half. But now coming into the second half, you know, Breeze has done such an incredible job on that B-bomb side here. Really sturdy stuff. Tarek as well. Towards A, everything's starting to line up for them. And this is where experience comes in. You know, we see those teams that are new sometimes able to shock and surprise the more established and experienced names. But closing it down is really a different story altogether. And Furia looking once again to find a way in. But NRG, they're starting to bring with confidence.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I was about to say. The fact they're capable now of getting full short control by pushing out towards water and look towards the short pipe and just have full domination of that area. It's valuable information. The T's aren't even challenging that. And they've slowed right down here now. The gap down to just 2. It was an 11 for half, remember. And Furia only with 2 rounds in the second half so far. Flashbang through, trying to surprise the CTs and get decent map control, but they receive a grenade right to the face. Vinny and Able J take a lot of damage here, but they've got decent map progression. There's still more HEs being utilized, and it's still a 5-on-5. It is not looking good for Furia right now.
Tarek moving back before that smoke disappears. I did wonder what might have happened there. Cirque's got a very forward position, and they spotted the bomb. That's a lot of information for them. 28 seconds. Now you do wonder, can Keserato pull a rotation towards the B-bomb site? 22 seconds. There is time to make a play towards B, but Furia may be expecting that rotation to come in. Will press on towards A, but that is still a shooting gallery for Cirque. Finally traded by Keserato of all people. 32 kills for him. The bomb's being planted around Optimus, and it is successful. 3 versus 3. 3 AKs versus 3 Orcs. Yuri taken down. So much spray. Where are these players? There's a smoke and a molly for Able J, but he might not have time to do it. He's got his AK. He needs to find a headshots. And now it's Keserato versus 2. Maybe being jump peeked by Ethan. He's only got 33 HP. Got to be really careful. And there it is. Another round in the bag. Keserato again. 34 frags.
4 kills in the round. It didn't look like they stood a chance there. That's pretty unbelievable. He held his nerve. I thought Ethan had him for days. Keserato finds him an opening. On the other side of the map, all his teammates are getting ready at A, setting him up for a clutch, and he gets the information. 20 HP remaining, 4 kills in the round, and Furia finally get a gun round in their favor. Money starting to look a little bit shambolic almost for NRG. You can see the MP9s coming out. They do have AWP and 3 rifles to deal with and a decent amount of utility. It's Ethan on the MP9, and I would say maybe give that to Daps because he's a bit of a specialist, the MP9. He uses it more often than not. Ethan's one of your key riflers, but maybe he's got something.
He always takes the crap gun.
Who does, Ethan?
Daps.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, give it to him. Let him have specialist in it. Give your star rifler the AUG, but we'll see what he's got up his sleeve.
At least on a T side. It might be position dependent, maybe. On the CT side.
Well, Dabs had a strong spawn as well, so maybe he's going to go for a pick.
Yeah, we shall see.
Nope.
What a performance of Keserato. Game of his life.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty epic. If he could somehow find a way to 40 kills, you don't often see that in regulation. Either way, we've got Tarek there doing his thing over by long. It's one of his positions. It's a very difficult position to play well, actually. But hold that for Keserato, taking that confidence, being the man leading the charge. I say charge, it's creep.
Oh my god.
Monster, and he absolutely nails Breeze.
Get him out.
Oh my god.
That is frag of the series. I'm sorry, that's ridiculous.
Frag of the year, James.
That is nuts. And, well, it's not over just yet. The CTs are very far away, and there is...
I think it is.
Yuri is in connector, so that's obviously
the
a problem.
the money's too low to go for it. They need the guns next round. They have to let this one go. Unfortunately for them, it's a bitter pill to swallow, but they have to let it go.
That is so brutal.
From one kill.
The fact that they just creeped the whole way with the entire team almost.
Just one guy walked into B. Quesarazzo just helped himself. He said, you know what? I'm absolutely
This is mine now.
owning you guys. I'm just going to walk in. I don't care where you're positioned. You can be as smart as you like. I'm going to fire one bullet in your general direction, and down you go. He's made them look pathetic on the B side. It's unreal.
Wow. Strong words. But it's impressive. It's an impressive showing. That's for sure. I can't wait to see that. I'm sure we have that frag.
That's so sick.
There you go. Let's have a look
I've
at this
never
one.
seen anyone this confident. What is this? How much did he see before the bullet was fired? See ya. Didn't stand a chance.
That's just great knowledge as well. A great read on the game. Understanding that, okay, I've seen no one in all these spots. Okay, he's probably playing a really passive spot. He already understands the most likely position. That is awesome to see. Guy is laser focused right now. Oh my god.
Match point for Furia. They have a few. Oh, we've got the grenades! Oh! 22 HP.
Take it, Daps. That 4K though from Quesarazzo in a recent round when they looked out of it. That's like the X Factor round for me, I think. Of all the many frags you could pick from him. But it's not over just yet. After that damage on B, we do have a Suez take from NRG, and that's obviously incredibly important. They're kind of winning on map control right now in that sense. They have the greatest understanding of what's going on. Quesarazzo is lurking towards B at the moment, which is obviously at this point right now, within the vacuum of this match, a horribly dangerous prospect for NRG's B defense. Just trying to keep them honest if they were to go for a push. But Breeze surely has this if he goes past the angle. This is so favorable for Breeze. Yeah, there's just nothing Quesarazzo can do there. Beautiful pickup, and that's because they had brilliant control towards Suez.
They've been doing that consistently, though. It's a bit of a problem for Furia that they're allowing that to happen every round, but they've resolved it, it seems, with a kill through a smoke. Don't know how that's possible, but Yuri's found a second. They've got the advantage, and Daps of the AWP. Remember, 21 points of health. Ethan's burning to a crisp as well. This could be the moment where we see them removed from the tournament, but they're fighting back admirably. And now just Able J, who has to find 3, and he's got no time to do it. There's the first. He knows the second's on the side as well. No time, surely, to do anything with this as Daps cowers on the bomb site here. He will be dropped. He can still plant. No, he can't anymore. No. It would have been a great effort, but not going to happen, and Breezy knows it. He'll hold up. There was a chance there, Dan. If he had been a little bit more proactive and got the bomb straight away after that kill, I think he could have got it down in the nick of time, but a lot going on. A lot of moving parts in that situation.
Yeah, yeah, indeed. This is the smoke kill. That's is kind of nuts.
That's going to be the most frustrating thing to receive. You know, you're just there, mind your own business, got to smoke down.
Krieg, of course.
The Krieg just melts through you. And they win the round with one player surviving, but the buy isn't too bad on the CT side. It's actually pretty strong on both situations. All power for Cirque, just about. And we get into what could be the final round again.
Oh, this is pretty scary. Look at this bait setup here. You may want to punish the AWPer. There it is. Tarek finishes it off, and that's a fantastic opener there for NRG. They'll dart backwards. Here is a strong response from Furia, though. This is what they do. They just respond very quickly. If you're aggressive somewhere, they push the other side of the map as quickly as possible. It's not working out, though. They'll lose the majority of their forces. This feels like it might be an overtime game, guys, because NRG, despite some of the troubles they've had, they are still playing very strong, and they're still looking for the right openings. They're still getting them.
They can't afford to lose many more players, though, NRG, whereas Furia could lose both these players and keep the money together and take more NRG players down, and maybe that pays off. There are so many different potential outcomes to these next few rounds. But again, as closer as Furia get, maybe the more difficult things become. Now, if somebody was short B, they would have heard that. Furia might assume that's the case. Cirque has a great angle. Surely he claims one player at the very least, unless his smoke pops first. Oh, the timing was so close. 28 seconds. Do they commit? We've got flashes, counter flashes, more flashes flying through. They need to clear Optimus. We've got the pre-fire from Art. The Krieg won't do the job this time. The Org will be mightier than the Krieg for round number 28.
Well, there's loss bonus there, and money on Able J. They could buy into this round, but they might be better off waiting for round 30 and take a partial here. I would... Oh, okay. Well, don't forget that. We're going in. Orb's been purchased, and we'll see what they do fully commit. Yeah, I think you might be right. I think they're going to get the Orb out and try and close it now with the pistols and an execution somewhere. Art's a lot of pressure on his shoulders, but what's a fantastic moment that would be if they can close it out here with the force buy of the Orb and a partial buy around it.
What a tense game. This series has been delivering pretty well. Serato, you almost expect him to get whatever he wants at this point. He's had a slow T side. I mean, if you consider that he had that 4K in one of the rounds and he's on only 35 kills. This second half, he has been way less active. So that first half was like, what, 28 kills or something ridiculous? So
24 to 28, something like that.
I think it was 28.
Pretty damn crazy.
It is pretty crazy for sure. NRG are playing very far back this round though. They know the CZs are at play, or pistol, something like that. They don't want to go too aggressive.
Some tomfoolery.
Ooh, this is... Oh, he's actually hit Tarek. He's actually hit Tarek.
He has. Can he get away though? He needs to just knife out and get the hell out. They actually so they're scared of Tarek. I'm not sure they've realized how much damage they've done.
Well, they had a bait set up there before with Cirque down long.
Yeah.
Where it cost them a few players previously, so they're taking the safe route.
And they keep going. Cirque has held his position, what, 7 times? And it seems like he hits every single shot. They need to find a way to get him off it. He's just going to get more and more kills from this spot. Smoke's coming in. He fired a shot. That's got to be their cue to go. The smoke down especially. Can they close it now? It's not looking good. It looks like Daps has got a prime position, but he is flashed. And there's the first kill. Not the second, though. Tarek has to fight back. And can Cirque deny the plant? Certainly not. Very close. It's not going to happen, though. 3 versus 3. Orb still in the hands of Art, and it's an open plant as well. With no smoke, I take it back. Breezy has a smoke. They can make things uncomfortable here.
Yeah, as you say, it's all about that smoke, putting it in the right spot, but oh, we've seen some plenty of good smoke frags here. Gonna go for the committed play. Can they find him? Oh, knife comes out!
Oh, no! They're so close, but he was still alive as well.
Oh my god.
Inches! I told you this game would be like this.
Oh, wow.
It's not even inches, it's millimeters.
That's insane. One more knife slash. It was done. Look how close the kills are. It's also scrappy now.
Oh, man. Oh, you see that goal? Oh my god.
Gonna kill the diffuser. Imagine that. Your own teammate as he's defusing the bomb.
Just like the spray
Does
control.
not get closer than that.
Oh
Holy
my god.
potatoes.
I've never seen anything like that.
That was insane.
That's so hype.
You better know your spray in that situation. Oh my god.
That is just incredible. I did not realize we'd be treated to quite the game.
If somehow Furia don't qualify for LAN, that is how close they were to qualifying for LAN. Let's just take a moment and note that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Everybody's on the buy. Everybody's more or less well equipped for the last round of regulation time. Furia, last chance saloon to take it before overtime to 2-0 NRG. Great game of Overpass from them. NRG on a recovery in the CT half. Serato, has 36 frags been enough or are more required?
You'd hope it'd be enough, right?
Yeah, that is definitely the case. Yes.
He's going to have to find a few more, though. If this ends up being a loss, it'll all be in vain.
Oof. NRG playing pretty defensively here and not looking for that jump pick, or the pick on the jumping player that would be spotting. NRG not wanting to give anything away here. They're playing really passively. This is so intense. NRG have done so well to bring it back this far. But Furia just need a single round. This is going to be interesting. So he's getting really key information here. It's not like anyone's there to be exploited. And he'll drop off.
Here we go then, guys. Round 30. NRG have got to the very final hurdle here. Can they fend them off for overtime? It all comes down to this last play. 30 seconds, 3 CTs ready and waiting. Ethan baiting in Breezy, and here they come.
There's a flash from short B. Just in time. Breezy will be checked for, and that's got to be it, surely. Circa and Tarek, last 2 standing. Bomb still needs to get planted. 12 seconds for this bomb to go down. Someone's got to make it. There's the run with the flashbang. Will there be a boost for Cirque? They're on opposite sides. They have to deliver every kill. No more mistakes can be made. There's another flash for Furia and a potential triple peek. Who's going to have the better angle? Who's going to peek first? Keserato having a look from the pillar. He knows where Tarek is, but where is Cirque? The bombs tick. They've both got kits. 2 versus 2. Short B and Monster. There goes Tarek and Cirque now. How does he not get traded? They can wait for him to touch the bomb, but the Monster position will peek. And now it's down to the short B. He picks up a rifle. He's running out of time to do this. Avoids the flashbang. Art not peeking just yet. He doesn't believe he's going wide. Oh! And he's clutched it. There's time. Surely there's time. We're going to overtime. Oh my God, that looks insurmountable, but here we are. Henry!
I can't believe it. That's unreal. How has Cirque pulled that one off? No chance. He had no chance. They just had to play the... Excuse me. They just had to play the bomb together, and it all falls apart. Waiting maybe 1 more second would have been enough there.
1 more bullet as well.
Oh no,
Vinny's got to be upset. He had to spray nerves. The Krieg betrayed him at the last possible moment.
Man, this game, I was like, if you gave this to me in the major finals, I'd be like, this is like the best thing ever.
Boys,
so many amazing moments.
We need to kind of chill out. These guys do as well. We're going to take a very quick break and be back with the conclusion of this epic game.
Me forever. I should have known it was a lie, but you always know what to say, and I always end up this way. Me wrapped around your finger when you do the things you do. You got me wrapped around your finger.
Every single time these grand finals are delivering, and this one is no different. We found ourselves in overtime here. Somehow NRG managed to clutch out round number 13, a 2 versus 1. Cirque is the hero that got them to this point. Can they take us to a third map? That is the question. A full reset, MR3 10K. And it'll be first to 19 at this stage. 18-18, we do it all over again. Keserato, the danger man, he'll open things up, and this time he'll get the luck through the smoke and get that first pick.
How fitting it is he who opens things up. My God, Ethan's just out there, man. They had no idea that he would be so far out, and for some reason, first, Keserato is protected by... that's divine intervention. Bullets are coming. Bullets are going straight into his head. They're not doing anything for some reason.
That particular fence is a little bit tricky.
Yeah.
It seems to do that. There's always weird kills that happen around that area. Cirque, a little bit slower than expected, but still hits the shot. And he knows he's got the tag, and he's in a lot of trouble now. So strong on A, though. You want to stay away from him the best you can. They're throwing everything they can, including the kitchen sink. 4 versus 2, but Cirque can win this round. We've seen what he's capable of.
They have enough smoke on the site to make it onto the site.
Oh, wallbang coming in, maybe.
An extra flash as well. Plant towards Optimus. He can't find the right angle. Now what? Cirque and Daps. There is a defuse kit and a smoke grenade, but only on Daps. He is very close to the bomb. Might try to bait some spray. Well, he's baited some. He's still alive for now, though. Okay, he's got it. Did his best, and now it's Cirque versus the world. Going for the no-scope, the quick scope. First round goes to Furia.
It certainly does, James. Well, that's a big one to pick up. All came down to that first pick at the start of the round. Ethan, so tantalizingly close to bringing the round back in their favor with the monster push. That second kill eluded him, and that was everything. Cirque, overwhelmed with the utility, hit the shot towards long. If he got a kill there, maybe that would have been enough, but only got the tag. 1-0 here in overtime to Furia, who currently have the map lead, looking to close this series out.
Ooh. This is where you might expect NRG to take over, the more experienced team. They've made the comeback, all of that. But with this good stuff from Furia, their confidence will start to build again.
Same spot, same play. This has been an absolute thorn in the side of Furia when they get sewer control. They don't know how to really counter this. I haven't seen them successfully retake this position from NRG.
Yeah, it's a difficult one. Being able to walk through monster would be great, but you have to get past that first pipe. And this is another way to do things, just walking up long. Let's see how far this gets them. Obviously, Cirque is in the bathrooms. He's not on the right side of things, though, at the moment. But they may walk, they may funnel, they may feed into him. See a smoke at the end of long here. Just applying pressure. That's supposed to force players back on towards the site, but they have this setup still. And they're fairly convinced exactly where they're coming from. Gets the connection once again. Cirque doing so much damage, but Tarek's trying to hunt to find a finishing shot, but he runs into Yuri. And now Cirque goes forwards, finds one over the smoke. Not looking too bad here. Keserato once again. Ooh, spots the leg, and he knows that that's the chance. Moving through Monster, and the bomb's with him.
It absolutely is. I'm not sure the CTs realize how much B presence there is right now. They are convinced it's an A-sided attack. They'll get frags on this side of the map, but the bomb's going to be planted at B. So 2 versus 2. The bomb will be planted, and the flank begins. Ethan coming through the connector, and it'll have to be Daps, who has to travel through the more conventional route to CT spawn. Ooh, what's he up to? Going back towards connector. Going to join his teammate here. So time is of the essence. Another smoke down. They always seem to have smokes of these post-plant situations, but a massive advantage so far for Furia.
Taking a while for Daps to get there, but finally he's made it. One player spotted in the water. Who's going to win the duel though? Vinny from the side, and now Daps. Surely there's no way he can find the defuse here. Can't even find a player to shoot, and at this point he may be trying to just save his weapon. That won't happen either. 2 wipeouts, I believe, and that's going to cause big problems for NRG in the final round. See Cirque raising a temperature around the toilet area, but to no avail. Tags but not frags, and it's 0-2 in favor of Furia.
Money has been drained as well. This is a little bit rough for them. There'll be a mixture of pistols and SMGs, maybe 1 rifle, I think. Didn't catch the final cache there, not even a single one. So 2 MP9s, 2 scouts, CZ, but these are sort of the rounds that seem to always work when you need them most. We'll see if this connector play will be enough, as they show great presence there. Vinny needs to be very careful, trying to stay alive. Flies up the ladder, luckily he didn't have the bomb on his back, and Ethan has the control for now. Oh, grenades himself almost. He avoids the damage, so no harm, no foul. 5 on 5. That's aggressive play from the CTs.
Very tense stuff here. I mean, going 3-0 down, or 0-3 down is not... That's not good enough. This is very scary for NRG. I thought they were going to be right back into this as soon as overtime hit. I thought it would be favorable for them. That's a beautiful shot for Tarek, though, through Monster. And Keserato, though, he's going to be flashed. And this looked like he was hungry there to try to push forwards, but they've got a minute left to go, and the bomb's actually rotating towards the A side of the map. So Keserato might just lurk towards B whilst his teammates make the move towards A.
I think they may have seen now that Monster It's not as busy as it was before, but 3 of the players are still towards the B-bomb site. It's a good thing that Furia did not feel committed. That would have been a disaster, surely. 38 seconds, waiting for a peek. Cirque with one of the 2 scouts having a look towards Long's being spotted. And there's time for a rotation from NRG. They've got to gamble towards one of these sites, I believe, because of the situation. They've pushed through Monster. They can go for A very quickly now. Breathed by the truck, doesn't have the range of the MP9. Multiple players, but they still need to get the bomb down.
Oh, no.
There's a team kill coming in from Furia. The bomb's on the floor. They've got smokes to create the space for a plant. Cirque doesn't have an angle just yet with the Molotov, but he can go for the hero play. There goes the Molotov, still not planting the bomb just yet. The cover's not quite there. Tarek now with the scout, Daps from the back, and that most unlikely round is the one that NRG will take at half-time.
It's always the way, James, and it will be 2-1. NRG somehow make it work in the most difficult round possible, really. CZs, MP9s, and 2 scouts. It's enough. They get 1 round, at least giving them a chance to at least take us a double overtime. They're going to move over to the T side now, and they're going to need the great starts that Furia received as well. Remember, 1 round now for series point. If Furia pick up the first, that could be enough. We will see.
What a great map for Counter-Strike so far. This is,
Yeah.
It's had it all so far. Amazing individual plays, amazing strategies, amazing reads.
Best casters.
Best caster.
And you guys.
Your 2 casters?
I was going to say.
So look at that.
All right, it wasn't my best work. I tried. All right.
We're all running out of steam today, Henry. Is it C? Is it K? Am I 2 people? Am I 1?
Well, Furia only need 2 rounds. That's all they need on the CT side. 1 round to guarantee that there's another overtime at least. 2 rounds to take themselves to London.
London, the filthy streets of London.
And that'd be pretty good. The less data for people to study about this team, the better. And so they want to get through with this opportunity here with NRG. And, it will start off pretty well. 4 players left for NRG, but it being on the T side, it's not the worst thing in the world to lose a player. As long as you can maintain some semblance of map control and the CTs don't get free roam across the map.
Say that, but look at Yuri's position. He's heard the sound cues of the player jumping around the party fountain area, and he's got a lot of information that is very likely going to be a B play. In fact, we've got a 4th player making their way towards the B bomb site. So they have taken those liberties down, and it's going to be carnage.
The spray through the smoke is going to find the target of Breeze, and he's going to be down. Now 3 left as they try to walk forwards. Just delaying as long as possible. This is just looking terrible right now for NRG. There's no way in. Serato knocks 3 of them down. Hits 42 kills. And that'll
42.
That'll be 18 to 16. Furia, 1 away. 1 away from London.
The big smoke. We'll see what happens. Serato with the boost. Ethan didn't see it coming. Now it's the opening pick, and that information gathered towards middle as well. The push towards long was an audacious one, but one that pays off tremendously. Double AWP setup on the T side of Overpass. I've never seen anything like it. The desperation is real. They need this to work out. 1 last life in this series, and this is the call that's been made. Tarek will pick up the hero AWP along with Cirque. It's not very mobile, but it can find the picks, and they'll wait patiently for them.
Big red button has been pressed by NRG.
Emergency.
Yeah, I feel like this is Tarek input. They need a change. They need something. Furia now with 2 players on long. And they've left the middle position open. When will the peak come? If there was a pop flash play, Tarek would almost definitely not get flashed. But they move on to hold new angles now. If Furia don't give them a pick with 2 AWPs, how slow do you go? Flashes towards long, and that may spur on Furia to rotate from their long positions. In fact, the flank is activated by that flash towards toilets, and Art will be left in situ with the AWP. He seems to be moving up long. They've got a smoke towards Divider, so they're in a good spot for now. Furia. The bomb's being collected by Cirque. We've got Daps showing presence towards the A bomb site. A focus still on B, and there's only 2 players on the B bomb site. And they're just going to walk in, minimal warning, but Abel will spot a player go past.
Finney there by the ramp. What can he find? They'll actually crouch and dodge the bullets for now, but the trades will start to be coming in here. Very favorable for NRG. Art finds a precise shot from up high. Tries to get one down low, but Cirque's nailed it. Now up to Yuri and Serato. but Keserato is horribly wounded, and Yuri is stuck behind the flames. This is looking bleak for Furia.
Absolutely. Flashbang will go through. They'll give it everything they've got. It's not looking likely, though. A lot of damage has to be done very, very quickly. Not going to happen. The round will go in favor, surely now, of NRG. There's no time remaining. Yuri will just have to save the Orc, and a successful B attempt there, making their way through contact play. 2 players remained on the site. They weren't ready for it, as he tries to take some players down with him towards short. The bomb blast might get them, but not quite. Yuri will survive for now, as NRG look for double overtime. 1 round away from doing so. Great final here. This was the opening kill from Breezy. Managed to get 2 in the end. Cirque with a nice shot towards Art, who was trying desperately to find players directly beneath him. Cirque has played out of his mind as well. He's done some amazing things. Only has, I say only, 22 frags, but in the moments they really need them. Full buy on either side. Once again, Furia looking to close it out. NRG just trying to play catch up.
NRG changing the pace, moving very quickly to the short B position, trying to catch Furia off guard, but it seems that's not going to happen. A tag and a smoke.
Yeah,
minimal utility forced from that play. 3 players for Furia towards the B bomb site, and they look to boost with the angle they have. They've picked some right timing. Do NRG open the door again? How long does Abel stay here for? He sees a lot. NRG moving towards A now. Furia with a similar setup. Again, you've got Yuri pushing down that long position. And Art was long toilets, but he's moved back to site.
Wow. So tense now. Minutes again. A finish looking likely. 4 players towards middle, and Yuri with the backstab once again. Can he get the right timing here? Will they be aware of this prospect? Apparently not. The bomb goes down. He finds the first kill, looking for his second now. That would have been enough. He could have fallen back. Went for broke, and it goes down to the 4 and 4, which might actually favor NRG at this stage.
Art is in the position that Cirque was so formidable from on that bomb site with the AWP. Exactly same angle. Now, will it be as successful for Art? We've seen what he can do. Oh, he wasn't expecting the timing from Breeze from long, and the lineup, though, comes in. Beautiful swing from Ethan, though, to deal with that problem before it got too bad. And they'll have a favorable off the plan here. 3 versus 2, but Keserato and Vinny both left. And they both have something to say about this.
Are we going to overtime again? There's no utility whatsoever for Furia. 3 frags might be a lot to ask. Ethan hiding at the front of the site. He's expendable, low HP. Oh, will it be a crossfire? It will be. Down to the 1 versus 1. Tarek's been spotted now.
Full defuse.
Can he draw him out? Tarek having a look, getting tagged down to 47 HP. Finny with a superior angle. The pre-fires there, closing the distance, but surely it's too late. I don't think he's got time. He's not going to make it there. The tagging slows him down. That might make it even closer. I don't think he's got it. We're going to overtime again.
We absolutely are. Again, it comes down to a 1 versus 1 and milliseconds as we go to double overtime. NRG stay on the T side at this point, and they've done it again. Yuri with another godlike flank. You thought it was going to be enough. He only gets 1, did not fall back, and somehow, some way, NRG stay alive with a few seconds to spare. We'll get straight into double overtime here. All reset once again, but they stay on the same sides. Wow.
It was actually so incredibly close for Vinny to like. I understand why he went for 2. It actually looked like that looked like a really great advantageous spot to get the frag, but he just was a little bit off with his mouse movement the first time, a little bit too slow. But wow, it's just coming down. This is just on a knife edge the entire time. It was a great start for Furia before 2-1 opener. Let's see if they can have the same success. But of course, oh, that's a good nade.
Yes, done damage.
That's a lot of damage. But yes, Furia going to stay on the CT side where they weren't having the best time.
I think their current setup, they don't feel like has been detected just yet towards A. But I think NRG are more noting the long position. They've been flanked from there so many times.
Oh my god.
They don't know how many exactly, Keserato. Again, he is in the matrix basically at this point. And now Breeze is starting to look for Yuri. He's been flanking so many times. There's been off angles around his tree position as a flashbang. Has Breeze been spotted? He has. Ding dong, and he's gone. 5-3 now. Make it 4 for Furia. Yuri's been taken out. There was a support flashbang. That Molotov will say that somebody's close on long, but Art's got the right angle, and Ethan cannot punish.
Oof. Well, Sir can. 3 versus 3. Anyone's round still. Plenty of time for NRG. And fall back if they desire. That Molotov doesn't quite touch Abel. Will it spread? If it does, he's in trouble. There it is. It's touching him. He's burning. He's got none of 4 HP. 2 kills for Daps out of nowhere. And Vinny's left in a 3 versus 1. There's still a slight chance here, but surely the orb shot connects. It certainly will. And it's going to be Cirque to close it out. That Molotov, he really was playing with fire quite literally at that point, because standing there, the flames do spread as time goes on. A couple of ticks touch him, and that was the end of his round. NRG get the first, and now Furia are in trouble.
They are in a lot of trouble. However, both teams have been struggling, more on the CT side as well. Previously, only either side was only able to get 1 on their CT side in overtime. We'll see if this will be a change here. Serato with, is that the sewers? Or, okay, the outside monster
Bottle
tunnel.
smoke.
The bottle smoke, of course. I should just say, is that bottle smoke every time?
Yeah.
No matter what smoke it is. Right, so sewers opened up here by Abel J. He's going to take a peek through there. And important part of the map to control. Breeze taking an HE to the face. We're seeing some great HE connections here from both teams so far.
I think this is an interesting challenge for Furia in that it's gone so deep that on the... Well, I mean, Furia had so much success on the CT side, but NRG have started to adapt, finally, to their shenanigans. So now this is the real challenge for Furia to see if they can adapt and keep things fresh. Art with the AWP, I told you he would activate Henry, and here he is, holding down the A bomb site, but he pulled his knife out for a second. He pressed QQ, Henry. It's a disaster.
It absolutely is, but they still have the advantage for now. Where do NRG finish up? Daps has got the bomb, 30 kills to his name, and he's waiting outside the B bomb site for now. Breezy waiting towards A. They've got time. They're trying to bait out reaction here. They're not together, and is this going to be enough to allow Daps to get himself in a post-plant situation, but Breeze needs to get at least 1 kill for him. There has to be an opportunity here. Breeze could wait for the plant to come through, if that's even possible. Abel is there on the site. He will absolutely push if he hears the plant chance come through. Spots him, and he's going to see the bomb as well on the radar. We'll see if this is going to be enough for Daps. He's going to make his way through, but here comes the big backstab now. Breeze knows that he can actually cause absolute chaos here, and Daps just needs to buy time.
And there it is. He'll throw some utility, try to fall back as far as he can. And he's absolutely slowed them down. Breeze. Someone played the Jaws music. He's coming to eat them all alive as he comes into the upper position. They'll never suspect it. Oh, he has to actually go and annihilate the first player because he was actually looking towards upper as he was looking at the water as well. And now Breeze's position is known, but still, it's a fantastically strong position. Daps is repositioned to short, and I thought he owned it, but Abel J still has to win one more battle. Breeze and Abel on the same HP. The flick comes in, but it's not good enough. Breeze gets it done. And that's another round for NRG. Will they do what Furia could not and go 3-0 on that T side?
Well, they've shattered the money. Looking likely at this stage. But, as we always say, sometimes these rounds are the most difficult to win. It's a little bit difficult to contain. We'll see the final buy come through. UMPs, MP9, CZs, Furia have slowed right down. It looked at one point it was going to be a certainty that they were going to win this as Daps juggles the AKs out. They've started things off with a double orb setup, and he's taken those AKs out of spawn area so they're not too far away for his teammates. You don't see this too often, but when they want to collect an AK, there's options for them. So it's the last round. They're going to have a stash of weaponry back at base, essentially.
That used to be so much easier to do.
Yeah. Yep. At 1.6, it was so fast.
This is basically run and spam.
Yeah, exactly. It was awesome. Either way, a lot on the line here for Furia and NRG. NRG having quite the scare, but I feel like they're stabilizing nicely. It's just crazy to see the frag counters. So many rounds. What's the stepping Art has heard? He's going to be calling out to his teammates. Standing in front of the smoke. Oh, he's going through the smoke. That's so brave. I can't believe it. That's wild. He would go for that. I guess they know that they need to make plays here, and that's as good as any, but it'll be a 1-for-1, and I don't know if that'll be good enough here. Just due to the fact that they need more than numbers. Their weaponry is really poor. The utility game is superior for NRG. And NRG will use this opening now to take control of sewers.
Wow. 4 on 4, but you're absolutely right. NRG have a huge advantage. Daps taking liberties towards the B site. His teammates getting ready towards A. It's a great flashbang. It's yielded a frag. Breeze goes down, and Daps, he's segregated from his teammates, and he's going to call for them to rotate over. Vinny waiting. He's got the information, but Daps has killed him for sure. This is a guaranteed frag. He'll take it, and that should be it, because the bomb going down, you can see such a lack of utility. They have an AK-47 sure, but the positioning is so strong right now. Cirque has all the information in the world to get this frag. Keserato, Able J making their way through. Somehow that kill works out. The CZ, as it drops down, will find the all-important kill. They know exactly who the last player is. 2 versus 1. Can it happen again? It's Ethan to defend. He's got 14 HP. He's dancing around the bomb, doing everything he can, but it's not quite enough. The defuse comes in, and once again, it's the final round of overtime with absolutely nothing left on the table. Furia pick it up and lead the scoreline 2-1, somehow giving themselves a lifeline in the second half.
It's absolutely unreal that's the way that it works, but somehow that's Counter-Strike for you. It just happens. Amazing retake coming in from Furia with so little to work with. And they've given themselves a lifeline moving into that second half, a margin for error, a possibility if they get a 3-0 to even win through this overtime. They're not just playing for another overtime, which they would have been had they lost that round. And then moving on to the side where they find greater success, that T side, the Kriegs. The Kriegs are coming. They're coming for you.
They never use the AWP on the T side of Overpass, just to note that. They don't really seem to want to go towards it at all. They're happy to use the 5 rifles here, and it was very effective earlier on. We'll see if they can make it happen here. They need that first round. NRG will be way too comfortable if they find series point right here, right now. Tarek looking confident as he gets right towards the fountain. CT's aggressive this time. As Keserato, his numbers have certainly dropped off. They're still impressive, no doubt about that. 47 and 22, but his pace is slowed down. Not as impactful as he once was. NRG 20, Furia 19. Short control granted this time. Flashbang goes over. We'll see if this is going to be enough to allow Able J to crack things open.
Waiting for a peek as the execute continues. Got to be careful with your grenades. Molly towards the barrels just to make sure. Smoke on a short position. They're both trying to get boosted. Everybody wants to find the frags. Spot a player in the water. That's beautiful from Keserato, of course. Breeze up close. He won't take the Krieg in the face. Able J still waiting for something towards Monster. Keserato spraying down the play, going towards the barrels. He's almost on 50 frags now. Able J finds the barrel player finally. Can Keserato finish him off? There's a man advantage for NRG. There's 40 seconds on the clock. They will commit so many targets. Almost, but Breeze has been a problem, and he continues to be. 30 seconds. He knows, Vinny, where one of the last 2 players is. Cirque up top will put NRG on 21.
One more round will do it.
I was surprised they didn't just cut noise, hold, then go together, or go to the other side together. The fact that Keserato just runs in, I wonder if that's a bit of the pressure, a bit of the nerves getting to him.
Absolutely.
Because I feel like that's not a move he's going to make normally, so it seemed a bit rash.
Yeah, well, obviously tension riding very high at this point. The bickering comes in when you've had so many you've had so many moments to close this out. Guarantee it. You've lost frustrating clutches. It's come down to milliseconds twice now when they could have closed it out. Tactical timeout. Surprising they've even got one left at this point, but they do. They have one remaining after this one, and they need these 2 rounds desperately to stay in map number 2.
The same position that NRG found themselves in the previous overtime. Had to get 2 back-to-back on the T side to make it all come together. And again, NRG, that consistency, you know, everyone's leveling out, everyone's doing their job. For Furia, as you said, Keserato's performance in regulation was really what gave them such an advantage. And now it's where you need to see everybody else on the team sort of bringing up their level to sort of even out, just like NRG are. And here we go. 2 more rounds. 2 of 2 has to be the case to secure the next overtime. Otherwise, we'll go to map 3.
Nice HE from Cirque in response to the smoke towards the toilet's position. It's not entirely grenade damage, but it's nice. I think the end of the first half of this overtime was the worst situation Furia had been in up to this point, of course. 2 game points for NRG. They were such a long ways away. Oh,
See ya.
Denied.
no more
Absolutely
paintbrush for art.
denied.
And now NRG are in a very strong position. They've got the short B area. They've got a man advantage. They have a lurker towards long who's being attacked at the moment by Yuri. So now Furia know that there's a player up long. He's been forced back to the site, and these Ts are hungry to get the kill. Cirque trying to trade, unable to do so just yet, but this has been a favorable angle for him. A smoke is up, and they could fall back, these Ts. In fact, they will do exactly that, but Ethan's in connector.
Oh, not
Ethan's
for long.
dead.
Yeah, he's been
Melted.
removed. This is a real chance, though, but Cirque is still alive. This guy has been hitting shots all day long, and he's got vision, but maybe not for long. Got to wait for that smoke to bloom, boys, which they will. Bombs going down, and it looked like an unlikely situation. They lost that first pick, but now in a 4-on-2 advantage, Cirque and Daps with nothing to say about it. It's going to come down to one round once again as Furia hold on for dear life. Looking to take us to triple overtime, Dan.
I can't believe it. The fact that they chased Tarek down, like a considered effort with like 3 or 4 players, whilst K-Serato's lurking B and somehow against 2 players is like playing the finest of angles to get himself a frag over there, which then opens up a flank to B, or rather, sorry, a rotation to B. That's just a crazy round. Like, that's so difficult for all those pieces to align at the same time for Furia as they have. And now they just have to do it one more time.
Just one more. It's been that case of both of these teams now. NRG in the more promising situation for sure. Round 42. Final of double overtime. NRG can close it out right here, right now. But I feel like there's a few more twists and turns yet. Still no AWP on the T side, really shying away from that approach. Cirque will certainly have his final round. Buy your 5.7s, your deagles, your kits, all your luxury items. Smoke towards the bathrooms, flash towards middle. Cirque has been doing such a good job towards A, but this time the flashbang a little bit too much for him. Tarek will fall back as well. And they do it.
That Molly lineup will tease him, but the flashbangs are on point for Furia. We spoke about NRG on the T side adapting to Furia CT, and maybe the same thing is happening. They know where Cirque causes the main pain from when forced back to the site. His comfortable peak, and he needs to make that as uncomfortable as possible. Going for the boost again. Discussing who's actually going up. Art with the Krieg. Now...
Oh no.
Ooh. And there's another one. So that flower bed under the A sign, commonly you'll find a sniper pick that position, not when the smoke is up though. Oh, Daps will hear this.
That's way too much noise. Smoke to follow it up as well. They're going to check the position. They'll get the frag, but it wasn't quite quick enough. A lot of damage inflicted. We'll leave it in a 4 versus 4. Tarek desperately trying to stay on this flower bed now. Precarious position, and that's one hell of a shot. Looking for triple overtime, and Tarek could deny it all. He sits in the smoke. They run past him. 4 versus 2 now. He has been dropped. Molotov towards the connector for good measure. There's so much smoke on the bomb site. Oh, wow. They've somehow denied the plant. What's happened there? Still a chance here. 3 kills come in. It's K-Serato left in a 2 versus 1. He has 20 seconds remaining. Sits tall on the bomb site right now, but it looks like he's done. He's got to be taken out of it, and we're going to map number 3. Somehow they've made it happen. NRG were in a 4-on-2 situation. Tarek couldn't deliver the kills, but oh my goodness, the rest of them, that was unbelievable towards the end. And that's not even the conclusion of this series, boys. We've got another map to go.
That is absolutely nuts. Just all the performances across the board there. The fact that there was a real chance that K-Serato could have actually made that possible if he finds that first kill quickly over the smoke. It's such a bold play. And that's what this series, this map was all about. Bold plays and K-Serato. What the hell? I've never seen anything like this from him.
Yeah, unreal scenes, and he's got to be gutted at that one. Furia riding so high, it looked like this one was in the bag. It was a done deal. Rounds like that, though, cost them the game. So many last-second defuses and clutches coming in from NRG. They hold their nerve with great tenacity and show us what a powerful team they can be. And this is their map pick. They finally bring it all together and deny triple overtime. They do it in double, and this was the final retake. Here are the stats for you. 50 kills for K-Serato, but it's still nowhere near enough as they have to go to a 3rd map now and do it all over again. That must have took every ounce of energy he had left in his body, James.
That's one of the wildest games of Overpass I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That was absolutely bananas. It's crazy, and there's more CS to come.
My voice is going hoarse. So we're going to have to take a quick break and come back very shortly with the third map, the conclusion of this epic series to work out who will be our next team heading to London.